It is Laser Stories, the radio segment that stands up in the aisle as soon as the plane lands, despite the fact that they're sitting in 26E.
Yeah,
A true hero.
God.
Just relax. You're gonna get off soon.
Seriously.
This first laser story is out of New York. 67-year-old Brian Kolb is a Republican assemblyman in New York. He was first elected back in 2000, and back on New Year's Eve, he was drunk driving and crashed his SUV into an embankment near his house.
Oh my gosh.
Jeez. Don't drink and drive,
Yeah.
people.
Then when AAA arrived at the scene, his first instinct was to blame it on his wife.
Oh my God!
Yeah, that little old lady that I'm married to, she's the worst.
He told the AAA worker, quote, "My wife was driving and you know how women drive."
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
And the guy's like, we all get it, brother.
This dame crashed my jalopy.
The worker had already called 911 because the SUV had hit a utility wire, and when the cops came, they smelled alcohol on Brian's breath, and turns out Brian's wife wasn't even with him in the car when he crashed it. His blood alcohol level was twice the legal limit, and he was arrested for driving while intoxicated. There's no word on how his wife feels about him trying to pin the accident on her,
Oh my god.
but something tells me he's sleeping on the couch or maybe even in a motel tonight.
Hopefully she didn't even bail him out.
Yeah,
He's still in jail.
I'm saying he's still in the cell. I wouldn't go get him.
This next laser story is out of Indiana. There's a 45-year-old woman named Lisa O'Donnell from South Bend, and last week she walked into a gas station wearing an FBI hat, and she told the cashier she was a federal agent and demanded to see the store's security camera footage, but the employee wouldn't let her.
What?
Whoa.
I'd be like, yeah, go ahead.
Here it is.
Well, she wound up driving off in her Dodge Charger, which had no plates on it. And afterwards, the staff called the cops. They pulled Lisa over, and when they approached her window, she told them she was a federal agent and needed to see the gas station's security footage because there'd been counterfeit bills passed there.
Okay, is
Okay,
it just
this
me?
all
I
sounds
totally
legit.
believe her. Yeah, when you don't
Well,
have
it's
license
not like
plates.
she's trying to steal money.
Hats are a
Yeah.
powerful thing.
You have to believe a person that's wearing a hat.
No.
Well,
no
listen,
license
she
plate.
could have been carrying a clipboard too.
That's
Yeah,
And then
you're right.
you
the
know
That's a
she's
whole other
official.
story.
When they asked her which organization she was with, she said the CIA,
Uh-oh.
which is a problem because she had on that FBI hat.
That's
Yeah.
what your hat says.
Double agent.
I don't think that's,
Okay.
that's
Really
what double
important.
agent means.
But the cops looked into it, and neither the FBI nor the CIA had ever heard of Lisa. And turns out the Dodge Charger she was driving was actually stolen.
Well, that's because she's so
Oh.
good at undercover, you guys.
She went to a car dealership earlier that day and took it for a test drive and never brought it back.
Did I do that?
So Lisa was arrested for felony impersonation of a public servant, which could get her 2.5 years in prison. There's no word on why she actually wanted the gas station security footage, though.
Yeah.
strange.
Still weird.
This next laser story is out of Indiana.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Fascinating.
everybody loves Indiana.
Oh, yeah.
There's a 28-year-old guy in Georgia. Wait,
Okay.
this
That-
one's out of Georgia.
Oh,
Last
there
one
it
was
is.
Indiana.
Even crazier.
Geography
This is so
hard.
zany, Jeffrey. Tell me more.
Who knows where these are coming
God,
from?
these states are double agents.
There's a 28-year-old guy in Georgia named Thomas McCullum, and he's facing charges after he kept stealing his 73-year-old mom's electronics and holding them for ransom.
What kind of electronics does a 73-year-old mom have? Like an old flip phone that you're taking?
Apparently, he did this multiple times where he would steal her iPad,
Oh.
TVs, and other gadgets from her house and then hide them. And then he would text her and say she wouldn't get them back until his demands had been
Are
met.
you kidding me? That's
Oh my God,
amazing.
you know what? You're always gonna be a kid to me.
But like
you know?
daily?
If she didn't cough up the money by his deadline, he would up the ransom to a higher amount and then set a new deadline, and he'd keep doing that until she paid.
What a jerk.
Is this when you realize you failed as a parent? Like, I did something wrong in this kid's
Or
upbringing.
smart. I mean,
Well, he did it again the other week, and it wasn't until he physically blocked his mom's car in her driveway
Oh
for
my
2
God.
days that she finally walked to an ATM with him and gave him an undisclosed amount of cash.
oh wow.
She gave in.
Crime
See,
pays,
that's
baby.
been the problem your entire parenting career.
Afterwards, she called 911 and police arrested Thomas on Sunday.
Good.
He's facing a felony charge for the exploitation or intimidation of an elderly person.
Ooh.
And last we checked, his mom has not bailed him out yet.
Oh, hey, they should hold her for ransom and keep the bail going up and up and up.
This next laser story is out of Pain Relief Central.
Oh, nice.
Normally, when your back hurts or you've got a pounding headache, people go to their medicine cabinet for some aspirin or
Yeah.
Bengay or a morphine drip.
Sure. Who's got the morphine drip?
Those at-home morphine drips. But next time you feel an ache or soreness, there's another method you can try for instant pain relief. You can do something nice for somebody else.
Wait, what?
What?
Like you have a sore back and you're gonna open a door for somebody.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Researchers in China did a series of studies and found that doing good deeds for other people can actually work like a pain reliever. And one of the studies asked a group of subjects if they would like to donate to charity while they received mild electric shocks.
That is a really confusing study to be part of.
Yeah.
I bet they didn't tell them that
Yeah.
before they went in. But meanwhile, their brains were scanned with an MRI machine while they answered the question. And for the people who did want to donate, there was less activity in the part of their brain associated with pain, so the shocks didn't hurt them as much.
So you wake up with a
So-
headache and just log on to GoFundMe, like, who do I gotta donate to? This is killing me.
It even worked with chronic pain. In fact, when people with cancer were asked to cook something for other patients, their pain levels dropped immediately.
Wow, that's a weird study.
That's amazing.
And it's not really clear why it works, but it might have to do with our evolution. Basically, we evolved to look out for each other and make sacrifices for the greater good. And when we do that, we get rewarded with a little bit of a helper's high.
Oh,
Oh,
it's so hard to do though, isn't it, for all of us?
Therapy.
Yeah.
Well, this shoe is definitely feeling a helper's high.
Ew.
He's helping that turtle.
Yeah, always.
This is such a selfless shoe. We salute you, shoe. Keep doing good deeds. And that turtle humping a shoe means Laser Stories has come to an end. We'll do it at the same time on Monday.